Let's speak with the governor of Imo State and the Senator Hope Uzodima on what the registration exercise means for the APC. But before we get started, Governor Hope Uzodima, he joins us from Owerri, the Imo State capital. Thank you, Your Excellency, for joining us tonight on the program. Governor, I would like you to, for a moment, listen to one of the leaders of the party who has some issues with the registration exercise, the former national chairman, the interim national chairman of the APC, the very first leader of the party, and former governor of Osun State, BC Akande. Take a listen to what he said, and I'd like to get your reaction to it.
A caretaker executive committee for a political party is an abnormality. If not carefully controlled and expeditiously managed, most aberrant authorities end up in contempt and disgrace. For this reason, I want to urge the present APC Caretaker Executive Committee to resist all temptations of C-type syndromes that usually characterize most hand-picked authorities in most undeveloped countries of the world. The second major perception is that APC leadership might be wasteful and unappreciative of the proper use of money in a kind of scanty economy in which Nigeria now finds itself. These seeming ugly perceptions put into abeyance the applause of the two national election successes that the original APC register enjoyed since its completion.
Governor Uzodima, you heard what the leader of the party, the APC Akande, has described. Two issues he raised about the leadership of the party and what he has termed the registration, he said, is a wasteful process.
Yeah, Shehu, I heard very well, very clear.
Let me get your reaction to what Chief BC Akande said, Governor.
Well, Chief BC Akande is one of our very respected leaders in Nigeria and one of those who suffered to put the party APC into what it is today. And he has just simply advised us to ensure that the caretaker should do everything it will take to make sure that the original ideals of them that conceived APC as a party is sustained. And it's an advice. And secondly, he also advised that given the nature, the state of our economy today, that the APC should avoid the temptation of being dragged into money politics. I quite agree with him. It's an advice that doesn't deserve or require any reply or response. I think it's those that have been advised should take home the advice and make use of it.
But so does it now highlight or emphasize the fears of some people who think in the party, a segment of the party, that think that the exercise is to stifle the prominence of some leaders of the party?
No, I don't agree with that because the decision for revalidation and registration of membership in the party, constitutionally, the last time APC did registration, some members or some people who wanted to become members of APC did not attain the statutory age of 18. And by now they are 18. For that reason, they should be given opportunity to join the politics of the party, of the country, by registering into a party of their choice. Such group of people should be allowed or have the opportunity to join our party. And the decision to do this was taken the National Executive Committee, acting on behalf of convention, consistent with the constitution of APC. And you know, in partisan politics, the party authority, once they take a decision, we are all bound to follow. That does not mean that we may not have reservations for decisions, but once majority has decided, the minority most times are bound to follow. So I think that we are not going to support any arrangement by anybody, which I don't know if it ever exists, to want to drag any personality or any important leader to the mud. I don't think it is to my knowledge. But I think I'm a committed party man. I'm loyal to the party. I want to support the decisions of the party and submit myself to processes approved in accordance with the constitutions of the party by the party.
Governor Uzodima, how would you describe what has happened today? We played the video earlier before we connected with you. What we saw in Kwara today, a disgraceful incident where people were throwing chairs at each other, what some have described as perhaps the center no longer holding in Kwara State, a state that your party took control of in the last governorship election. It does look like the reconciliation effort is falling on its tummy in that state. How would you describe the situation when some people who have criticized the leadership to say that they've not been able to get a reconciliation right?
Sheung, honestly speaking, throwing shares at each other is as old as partisan politics in Nigeria. If you recall, in the First Republic, if you watch the video of the first parliament of the country, you saw people throw shares at each other. Second Republic, you saw that happen. Even during 1999 partisan politics, you recall that in a co-meridian, when the first group of politicians met to decide to go and meet the then military head of state for democracy to be allowed to thrive in Nigeria, that first meeting, people threw shares at each other. So in politics, in partisan politics, you disagree to agree. So what has happened in Kwara is not unusual with the partisan politics. They will usually disagree. But what matters is that the party will sit back, invite its conflict resolution mechanism that is internal to resolve the differences, and then the party will move forward. Today they are throwing chairs at each other, but I can bet you, in the next few weeks, you will see them embracing themselves. Because the business of politics is about interest. Once it is an all-inclusive arrangement, and once the arrangement is in place, and people understand themselves and agree to work together, all issues will be resolved. And the political space today, democratically speaking, is large enough to accommodate every interest. So there's nothing to worry about. I think what has happened in Kwara will be addressed by the relevant organs of the party. And the constitution of our great party has provided for solutions for envisaged disagreements, should that occur. What happened today was also inclusive. So it is not anything to worry about. I think our members in Kwara State, working with the governor of the state, luckily for us, Kwara State is governed by APC. I think the governor must rise to the occasion, and then working with other stakeholders, resolve the issue, and then there we go.
We are due for break in 30 seconds, but that chaos that we saw, that we're seeing right there on the screen, does that describe the situation on the state of affairs of your party?
Well, Kwara State is one state out of 36, plus Abuja. This exercise is going on simultaneously. in 36 states plus Abuja. That you saw chaos in one state is a very negligible ratio, percentage. And I can tell you that the party, knowing what our party is all about, will, as soon as possible, resolve the issue, and we'll be good to go.
All right, we take a breather. But when we come back, Governor Uzodima, we'd like to get your view on the state of things in the southeast region of the country as it relates to the APC and Nigeria at large. Don't go anywhere. Our conversation with Governor Uzodima continues after this break, everyone. Join us again. Thank you so much, everyone. Welcome back to the program. And let's continue our conversation with the Executive Governor of Imo State and the Chieftain of the APC, Governor Hope Uzodima, who has been speaking with us live from Owerri, the capital of Imo State. Thank you so much, Governor Uzodima, for talking to us. Before I go into specifics of what is happening in the Southeast and the expectations of some of your people there, let me ask you, this is perhaps something that has been bothering the minds of some of the loyal members of your party, and perhaps critics of your party also have raised this issue, that after the tenure of President Muhammadu Buhari, that your party might not be able to withstand the storm that will come after it. In summary, what they're trying to say is that Buhari is APC, APC is Buhari. After Buhari's government, that APC might not be able to stand. How do you react to that?
Well, thank you very much, Theo. I know for sure that the membership of our president, President Muhammadu Buhari, the leader of the party, is a very huge asset to APC. And there's never been any place or any time the president said that he will withdraw his support from APC after his service as the president of the country. When he leaves as the president, he will still remain a committed member and the leader of APC. So whatever asset that is at his position will still be deployed to the party. So rather than expect that the party will be weakened, the party will be stronger. Because here will be a president who is a huge asset, and again, a new president that will emerge, because given the activities and achievements of Muhammadu Buhari as the president of Nigeria, there's no doubt that Nigerians will vote APC again. And when we will have this president, and with the former president, with a huge asset, a committed member of the party, it means that our solvency margin will continue to be on the increase. So I don't agree that after 2023, when President Muhammadu Buhari will no longer be the president of Nigeria, that the APC will be weak. No, APC will be stronger. And I can assure you that I have seen new excitements. I've seen new commitments among members. I have also seen increasing support by even non-members of the APC who are now joining in their thousands to become members of the party. That the APC is the party to beat anytime, any day.
Let me go to what is happening there in Imo State, in the Southeast, and perhaps 2023. Let me get your reaction. Is there any commitment? You are a leader of the party in the Southeast, and interestingly, this is the very first time that the PDP is not having as much of a stronghold in the Southeast, considering the fact that out of the 5 Southeast states, APC now has 2 governors. That's huge for your party, isn't it? Because historical for what we have seen in the past. So have you gotten any commitment that there is a possibility that the Southeast region might be getting a shot at presidency in 2023?
Well, politics is a career. And the expectation of everybody or every person in his or her career is to get to the zenith of the career. Politically speaking, the dream of every good politician in Nigeria is one day to become the president of Nigeria. But you have to work for it. In the Southeast, we are committed because there must be a time in the life of every nation or community, where people must wake up to face the realities of the moment. Today, for the past couple of years, the Southeasterners have been in the opposition party, PDP. But it happened in the First Republic. The Southeasterners under NCNC were not able to be part of the national politics until our great Zik brought the idea of making an alliance with MPC, meaning that Zik knew from time immemorial that the only way for a people to get maximum dividends of democracy is if they become part and parcel of the national politics. So he entered into that alliance, NCNC and MPC, and that fetched us the opportunity of Zik becoming the president of Nigeria. In the Second Republic, our great leader, Dr. Alex Ekweme, who was also the vice president in MPN, looking and discovering that the only way the Southeast will be developed is if they become part and parcel of the national politics. He created the idea of MPN-MPP alliance, accord. And the great Zik then, our great Zik, signed on that alliance. And through that alliance, Ekweme not only, he was the vice president. That alliance ended Edwin Umezoke, Speaker of the House of Representatives, and created Mike Okoye, the pioneer Minister of State of FCT. So politics is about your people. Politics is how will your people gain from it. Governance is about taking care of the people. So recently, and at this moment, we have seen that the Southeast cannot attract the necessary dividends of democracy if we continue to remain outside the national politics. And that is why APC is the ruling party. The federal government of Nigeria belongs to APC. And it is only when we are part and parcel of the moving train that we can get to our destination. It is for this reason that the Southeast, we are now decided to be part of the national, the mainstream politics of Nigeria. So we are committed. We have joined APC, the ruling party. It is not about being president or not being president. Politics is about ideology. Politics is about logic. But we want to be part and parcel of every meeting that will decide how a president will emerge in Nigeria. We want to submit to the party because in partisan politics, the decision of party remains supreme. So our belief, our commitment is to be part and parcel of the mainstream politics of Nigeria and to enter into this national vehicle that will take us to our destination. And that vehicle is APC. And I can assure you, Shehu, our people are committed. It is not about the elites alone. We are talking of the youths. We are talking of the women. We are talking of young men and women in the southeast part of this country. We want a united Nigeria. We want a national integration. We want a national cohesion. We want Nigeria to move. When you see a leader who is working, we want to support him rather than submit to this campaign of blackmail and calumny. President Muhammad Buhari, by our assessment, has done so well that the only thing he's lacking is propaganda. And we, the people, we are not interested in propaganda. We want to see the dividends of democracy. We want a president who will promise you that he will construct Second Niger Bridge, and within the next 12 months, Second Niger Bridge is almost 80% complete. We want a president who will hear that Enugu Airport has been broken down, and within the next 6 months, Enugu Airport is fixed. Never in the history of Nigerian democracy has any government brought out the level of the number of social intervention programs like this government.
All right. So,
the only thing
Governor,
that the man is not giving handouts.
Yeah. So,
but
Governor,
must we live on handouts?
Yeah. So let me get to, because I have just few minutes left. So, and I have a few questions left. So, quickly, you're saying that there is no commitment from the APC to your region that the president will go to the southeast in 2023.
I lost him all.
All right. So if you can hear me
I
now,
lost
Governor,
you.
Governor Uzodima, the question I'm asking is, I wanted to get it clearly, or perhaps maybe you can just give us in a one-sentence answer. As the APC given the Southeast region and the leaders the commitment that the presidency in 2023 will be going to your region? All right, it seems that we're having troubles getting back to the governor hearing and getting the feedback from what he's saying. We've been speaking with the governor of Imo State, Senator Uzodima. So, Governor, if you can hear me now, I have just about 3 minutes to the end of this conversation. So, I wanted to get your the clarity from you on the fact that as the APC given the Southeast leaders in the APC a commitment that 2023 the presidency will go to your region?
Well, Chew, APC is a rule-driven party. It's a party that has rules. Our democracy is also driven by the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And in these two books, both the Constitution of APC and the Constitution of Federal Republic of Nigeria, I have not seen anywhere it is written that before people will join party, that there must be a commitment that they will have the presidency before they join. I think that we are joining the party, submitting ourselves to the constitution of the party and the constitution of Nigeria. I don't want the politics of ethnicity. I don't want the politics of this person said and this person did not say. It is an internal matter of the party at a point to make available a process that will choose a president, a presidential candidate. Right. And ours will not be different. Okay. So don't join the people of Southeast into any controversy of whether there's a commitment or no commitment. But just encourage my people, the people of Southeast, to be part of the national politics.
All right. So quickly, Governor, we did not see Senator Rochas Okorocha, the former governor of Imo State, at that stakeholders meeting. It does look like those who are saying that there is still crisis in Imo APC, and some of his supporters were not also there. Are you guys still together?
Well, every member of APC, not all the members came. You know, yesterday was the first day. And this exercise will last up to March 20th. So some who didn't come yesterday may come tomorrow. So until the exercise is over, we'll know those who came to revalidate their membership and those who did not come to revalidate their membership. And until that is done, I will not know those who did not come intentionally or those who had excuses for not coming. So I think that we should allow the end of the period to March 20th, so I will know the members who did not come to revalidate their membership in APC. And then we'll take it from there, but I can assure you that Imo State indeed is entirely going for APC. Sheikh, can you send your team and come and see the change in Imo State? It's a revolution now. Not only in Imo State, in the Southeast. APC is properly animated in the Southeast. Our people, we have seen the light, and we are following the light. And that is the party that will bring up all the expectations of an average Easterner to fruition. So by the grace of God, my appeal is for you people to support the Southeast, become part of and parcel of Nigeria project.
So I just have about 60 seconds to the end of the conversation, but I wanted you to tell Nigerians whether or not you and Senator Rochas Okorocha are still good, or there's still some issues that you need to trash out between both of you.
Rochas is my brother.
Okay, I know that. I know that you are brothers for the fact that you are from the... Yes, I can hear you, Governor. I know that you are brothers for the fact that you are from...
I can hear you.
Yeah, I know you're brothers for the fact that you are from the same state.
Yes.
But I mean, it seems that you guys had a tough time, a rough time in recent past. Are things now good with both of you?
No, we don't have any disagreement. As a person is my senator, I'm his governor. He was once time a governor here, former governor, and I was his senator then. So now that he's my senator, I'm his governor. I think what we should be talking about is how to use the two positions to bring the dividends of democracy to our people and how to work together to protect our people. There's nothing personal. Personally speaking, I have no issues with him. And as a government, I expect that we must work together. But you see, there's no act to find mines construction on the face. For me, I have no ill feelings against former Governor Korosha. And like I told you, he is the one representing me in the Senate, and he's from Olu zone with me, and I'm his governor here. And the synergy is what we need to make sure that Imo State moves forward. So there's nothing. We don't have anything.
Right.
We are not quarreling. We are together.
On a final note,
brothers.
Yeah.
We are both strong politicians from Imo State.
On a final note, Governor, let's end the conversation just in about 30 seconds. I'd like to know what is the latest as regarding what happened in Olu, the violence that we saw in the video that went viral. And perhaps you can also just mention a little, because those who are saying that you have spent a year in office, what have you to show for it?
Well, what happened to in Olo unfortunately happened, but I can assure you it's one of those challenges of leadership. People you may not be in position to control or manage. There are militants all over the world. We have militants in Asia, we have militants in the Middle East, we have militants in other parts of the country. Somehow they find their way into Olo, and they caused the mayhem they caused. But security agencies rose to the occasion, and it has been contained now. And I think we'll take it from there. The insecurity is not only in Nigeria alone. There's insecurity everywhere. If you go all over the world, terrorism is just trailing here and there. Only a few weeks ago, you will agree with me that even in the United States, hooligans went to Washington, D.C. and visited Capitol Hill. You saw what happened there. So in the same manner, militants came into Olu, and they caused what they caused, but security were able to repel them. So my appeal is that let all of us join hands to defend our country as a people. Both those in authority and those outside authority must join hands. So through joint effort, we'll be able to protect our people and provide sufficient security to our people.
All right.
So I think that the Olo situation now has been managed and is contained, and the people, normal businesses have resumed, and our people are now free going about their businesses without fear of any molestation.
Okay, we have to leave it at that. Governor Hope Uzodima, thank you so much for your time tonight on Channels Television. Thank you so much indeed for talking to us.